Okay, so I'm here with Savant Young at Bellator here in Irvine. Congrats on the win, by the way.
Thanks, man. Thanks a lot.
So, you know, it's Southern California. It's a small fight community. Were you friends with Guymon? Do you know Guymon that well?
Yeah, we know each other well. I mean, most of the guys out here either, frequented the same gyms or know somebody in passing. So me and Guymon are pretty cool, you know what I mean? And, but, business is business, and when it's time to fight, it's time to fight.
So, yeah, that was my next question, is what was it like, beating him? And did you see any telltale signs for that, hook in the second round?
I knew what his game plan would be. Most people want to impose their size on me, being that I'm the shorter fighter. They figure, they want to use their wrestling, or they feel like my wrestling is my weakness or whatnot. But, I worked real hard in my camp on defense as far as not, absorbing too much punishment on the ground. And I honestly felt that he thought he had me the first round, and he was going hard for punches and elbows and all that. And once I was out of the round, I knew he was tired. And that was probably part due to some of the weight cut he had to make as well, to make 55.
Right, no, I know he was surprised that he even made 155. I never thought he'd be there. Well, anyway, congrats on the win. I know you run the Fight Academy. You're an excellent instructor out there. What was it like, switching headspace and being the fighter again? Did it take a moment to adjust?
We're all things fight, man. So I figure at the end of the day, what this fight did for me was let all my students know that if you set your mind to it and you have the capabilities to do it and focus, you can fight. I'm a businessman, and my gym is what feeds me and my family, but also fighting plays a big part in what makes me Savant Young. So I figured I still need to do it while I can, and just kind of lay the ground rules for some of my other younger kids that are getting ready to take my place.
You also host some of probably the best fights in LA area. We've been out to the Fight Academy for some of the camo fights. You have another one coming up, right?
Yeah, we're working on some stuff with Herb Dean right now. Herb Dean has a referee clinic that he been producing, and we're looking at a Cinco de Mayo show for May 4th, actually, at the gym. So what he's going to do is have a lot of his graduating referees kind of shadow him as he does his work at my gym. I've been knowing Herb for years, and he's a Pasadena native, such as myself, and he actually trains in my gym every morning, you know what I mean? So, we go back, so anything I can do to support Herb, I'm definitely, on board.
No, I also know you're friends with Rampage. He has a fight coming up against Glover Teixeira. Do you have any thoughts about that fight?
Rampage is Rampage. He's like me. If Rampage comes in shape and ready to fight, he can beat anybody. I feel, he has all the capability, all depending on where his heart is in terms of fighting. I think sometimes once it, you lose a little bit of that drive once you reach a certain stature in the fight game. And, the hunger is there or not. So if he comes hungry, then he'll put on a good show. If he just shows up to fight, then, we've seen him, like when he fight Bader or whoever, it's just the same, it's not the right outcome. But, Rampage is one punch away from being a champion again, in my eyes.
Absolutely. Now, he was on a UFC media call, I believe it was Tuesday. He mentioned, this is it. He's done with the UFC. He's going to look for other promotions. Rumor has it Bellator has their eyes on him a little bit. What do you think? Would you like to see him join you over at Bellator?
That'd be nice. We used to hang out a lot. We used to train every day for a long time. And, back when he had that fire, I believe, and but it would be nice, like Rampage is my boy. We sit and joke with each other. Our birthdays are a day after each other, so we got a lot of stuff in common. So I'd like to see him continue to fight as long as his heart is in fighting. You keep doing it and avoid injuries, and if it's not, then enjoy your family.
And my last question: how busy do you expect to be with Bellator moving forward now after this win?
Honestly, coming into this fight, I was gonna say this was my last fight, and I didn't want to do it anymore. But I worked out. I had a full camp, and I told myself if I don't feel that I perform well, then I'm just gonna focus on my business, since that's really what's most lucrative for me. It's exciting. All this, doing the interviews. mingling with the fans. I still got a little bit of that left in me. So if Bellator have me, you know, I will come and try to, you know, put on a show. You know, I'm not one to want to try to win on points. I kind of want to put people down, and I think that's what the crowd wants to see.
Well, great. We hope so. It'd be great to see you in more Bellator shows. Look forward to the Camo fight coming up. We're definitely going to keep our eyes out for that, and Herb's ref school, and it was congrats. Thanks
a lot, man. Yes. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.